I liked. But if you don't move your hand, you don't move your arm, you're going to have blood dripping down it because it's going to rip your skin.
We had one idiot that the people told him, don't move, you'll get a shot like that. He got up there like he turned like that. When he turned like that, it opened him up all the way.
Well, you hear this, and you know it's coming. They're 6 or 8 in front of you, and you hear.
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. They do this. Boom. Next. Boom. Wipe it with a little bit of alcohol. Boom. Boom. I had typhoid. You probably got typhoid 1 and 2. After the typhoid shot, my whole arm was like somebody took a knuckle and just went wham as hard as they could do.
Are you hungry?
Then I got over it. Then I got my second typhoid.
Oh, I tell you.
Then they put it in the other arm. They said, we can't put it in that arm. We'll put it in this arm. So I got soreness on this arm. But then they got this arm. So I'm like this. This one was coming back.
Yes, you can.
And see, the good thing is the TIs knew that. So they weren't as tough on us for a couple of days. I mean, they were still tough. Don't get me wrong. But they didn't have us doing things like push-ups because they knew we couldn't do them. Get down, you ain't getting back up, not with sore arms. We had to do other things, so they made sure of that.
Yeah, Frankie would write me when he was in boot camp, and he'd say, well, I got more shots today. More shots today.
Well, they get upset. TIs get upset. Like in San Antonio is where we was, so they'd get upset, and they'd say, well, because it would be 90 degrees, and they'd have black flag, you couldn't go out in it. They don't want you out in the sun dying. So the TIs would get mad because they couldn't run you like they want to run you, so they make you do all other kind of stuff. Fire drills, up and down stairs, all kind of different stuff, and it's foolish stuff. Because they were mad.
That's the way it was in Hawaii when I was there. You see, if there's no sun, wear a hat, or you're going to get sunburned.
Yeah, and you don't know it. And you don't even know it.
Right.
You don't realize it until you already get burned.
I didn't buy a hat. I went out and watched them play golf. Nicholas and Palmer. I didn't know they was there.
Did you talk to them?
You know that one too.
Well.
I was standing on the back of the tee, and Nicholas was up there, and he just kept looking at me, but he wasn't allowed to talk to me.
Did you go like that?
I was only American there. The others were foreign people.
Oh, is that right?
That's why I was looking at you.
Yeah, he said, oh,
What are you doing there, stranger?
I fought him in Chicago too, just before that.
I was, when I was in basic training, I was there during April Fool's Day. So I didn't know it was April 1st. All I know is I was in basic training and I didn't like it. So we called all 50 of us into a room, had to sit on the ground, and then 3 or 4 TIs come in. We only had one, but 4 of them were in there. And they had their soda bottles, and we're not supposed to have drinks in this room. And of course they're drinking away, and they drop a little bit on the ground. Ah, man, I spilled a little bit. They know we're going to have cleaned up anyway. So they said, we got some bad news. And we're all just kind of sitting there, and he goes, we're at war with Russia. He says, the good news is we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right. He says, but here's the problem. I need you all to count off in 3s. As we go around the room, count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we did 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, all the way around the room. And they said, okay, everybody got their numbers, right? Yeah, okay. 1s, you're going in the Army. 2s, you're going in the Marines. 3s, you're staying in the Air Force. Boy, you should have seen some of the people. Oh my, come up in tears, and they said, we got to do it. There's nothing we can do. And they said, you're going to have to pack your stuff. And they're telling us all this stuff. And they said, you believe all that? April Fools, you. They used to throw our mail at us. Oh. Slinging. If you got to, you find it. If it didn't, somebody else had to pass it. And then they had a complaint. Somebody said, they're throwing mail, putting an eye out, poking an eye out. And they said, I don't throw mail, do I? No, sir.
I know one thing that I learned a lot when I was in boot camp. And on our free time, we're supposed to go out there in the horse stables and take our shoes and everything and shine them up. They want to spit shine on those shoes. And I was watching this one guy, because he'd been through this before. He went out there and he got his shoes down and everything. and he poured lighter fluid on it. I said, what is he doing? And he lit it. I said, gee, man. He'd smear it in real good and smear the excess off.